Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Teeblessed and this is Tidbits with Teeblessed. If you've never been to my channel before, welcome. I have other videos down below that you can view. If you have been to my channel before, thank you for watching again. Welcome back. If you've never liked before or subscribed, please like, share, and subscribe. Tap the bell so that whenever I come on, you will be alerted. You may have to create an account with YouTube in order to like and share and subscribe. So please help me build my channel. I created this space to kind of give little tidbits of knowledge, some wisdom, but also to create a space where we can kind of dialogue about different topics. I appreciate your feedback, any feedback that you guys have. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate all those of you who view my channel, who like my videos, who share my videos, but also who subscribe. So I appreciate you. Thank you and welcome. So my tidbit for today is, I'm afraid, rising above the fear. I'm afraid, rising above the fear. So what is fear? Fear is an unpleasant feeling triggered by the perception of danger, real or even imagined. We are in the midst of COVID-19, which in other words is coronavirus pandemic. This is serious. This is uncharted territory. This is something that we have never seen before in our lifetime. Everyone who's living here on this planet right now has never seen something like this before. This is something that is so different, so real, that the whole social distancing, schools and churches and businesses being forced to shut down or close and being mandated to close for a certain period of time, it's all overwhelming. It makes us anxious. It's scary. Everyone rushing to the supermarket to stockpile items. And, you know, there's a lot of memes out and everybody's making a joke about the whole toilet paper thing. But it really is a serious situation, because when people are doing those things and hoarding and stockpiling basic necessities and needs, then we have an issue, because now people who actually need some of those items, they now lack the ability to get those things. And what about the elderly? They can't fight in all of that crowd and madness that's going on. So we have to figure out what to do. So I'm gonna be honest, what made me started feeling anxious is the thought of actually being forced to stay indoors. So I don't mind taking vacation. I like the occasional day off, but generally, if I'm taking a day off, I have some business, important personal business I need to take care of. I'm not feeling well, or some family member is not feeling well. Other than that, I'm working. So, and also, the thought of preparing for distant learning really had me feeling anxious for a number of reasons. First of all, I'm someone who likes to be out, who likes to be in the front of students, collaborating with co-workers, but also the inequity and the limited access that my students have to technology. What is this going to look like for them? So I started to feel anxious and I started to feel worried, because I'm thinking about these students who I've worked with this entire year. Now we get to the month of March, when we were really trying to get some good work done, and we're just excited about the school year. We're, I'm preparing them and getting them ready for various assessments and just seeing a boost in their reading and their writing. And now this happens. But as I was taking a walk, I thought about how busy we all are, how overwhelmed most people complain about being on a daily basis. And I would know, because I too have that complaint. Talking about how much traffic, how stressed out, how overwhelmed we all are every day. Really how self-absorbed everyone has become. Everyone is hooked on their devices, and everybody is so disconnected really from one another and from humanity. They're disconnected from humanity. They're disconnected from friends and family. They're disconnected from the people that actually live in their homes. So, just maybe, this situation, as scary and as awful as it really is, it is going to force us to slow down. We're not going to have a choice. We have to slow down. Forcing us to rest, to think, to reevaluate some things, and to pray and meditate. I'm not minimizing the stress that this is going to cause families. I'm not minimizing people who will be laid off. I'm not minimizing that at all, because I know for a fact that is stressful. There are people who hold 2 and 3 jobs in various things. So I'm not minimizing that. And that is something that we all have to try to figure out how we are going to get back to the basics and connect with one another and really try to help one another out. I'm saying that this is the time for us to really do what humanity is made for, and that is helping one another, looking out for one another. There used to be a time in a system where people would barter and really try to support one another. Maybe it's a time for us to start to think about someone else other than ourselves. There are many of us living in big homes with all these extra rooms and things like that. And because there's so many family members and people who cannot get along, this situation may force some different type of conversations. It just may. And what I'm saying is, we have to prepare ourselves, because we don't know what's going to come. We don't know what's going to happen. Fear is a real emotion, and it will and it can trap you. It will cause you to not be able to sleep at night. It will cause you to stay inside your home. It will cause you to have all types of anxiety and paranoia, and cause your body to really start to shut down. So we have a virus threat happening, but then we start to make ourselves sick because of stress and causing high blood pressure, all these different things. We have to find a way to calm ourselves down, but also to help one another. So during this COVID-19 pandemic, what can we do? How can we help to rise above the fear? We have to stay off social media for a little bit. I'm serious. During this time, with the amount of memes, the amount of news happening, we may have to take a break. Take a couple hours and get off social media. Disconnect from Twitter, Facebook, all these different things. Just disconnect for a little bit, because you may need the break. And make sure that your children, you're disconnecting them as well. Every night, my son has to check his phone in with me, because the amount of anxiety and stress that the young people are possibly going through, we have to help support them as well. We can't watch the news all day. That's another thing, because somebody's coming on and reporting bit by bit, and it's just constantly helping to create the paranoia, fear, and anxiety. Get a report for the day, and maybe you may not be able to watch it again. You definitely shouldn't be having that be the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up. And it definitely should not be the last thing you do before you close your eyes and go to bed. Take a couple of hours away from that and have some peace. We have to get back to the basic and pray for peace and protection for ourselves, our family, our friends, and really the world. Pray for peace and protection. And an answer, get quiet and really ask for guidance and leading on this situation and what should we do? Because we want to be safe and we want to be aware and we want to be diligent, but what we don't want to do is live in fear. Do some type of home workout, stretching, breathing exercises to try to get you centered and focused for the day. Try to create some type of routine. If you have children, you want to try to get them into some type of routine. Don't just have them going to bed anytime, waking up anytime, not, participating in any type of activity, any type of learning activities that's not healthy for them. It's going to completely get them out of routine, and that's not what you want to do. Get some type of form of exercise in. And for yourself, some type of home exercise, some type of platform you can look at to work out, and take some time, go outside. The weather is nice. Take a walk for 30 minutes or more to get your blood flowing, help build up your immune system, get those endorphins going. We want to reach out to family and friends, people that maybe we haven't spoken to in a while, just to check on one another, because it's really difficult with this whole social distancing. People really end up becoming depressed because it becomes our new normal. And now we have to figure out, how are we going to live in this new normal? Try to eat as healthy as possible. Now, I know normally we are stuck inside, like bad weather, like snow, and people are excited about sitting inside and eating, but that's not going to work. That's not going to be healthy for us. It's not going to help us stay well. So give yourself 2 snacks a day, but other than that, you want to cut that off. Eat you a healthy breakfast, eat you a healthy lunch, eat you a healthy dinner, have 2 snacks, and let's keep it moving. Because what we don't want to do is, we don't know how long this is going to last. 4, 6, 8 weeks, and now we are coming out of this 15, 20 pounds heavier. Because all that's going to do is make you feel worse. Play some board games with your kids. Card games. There's some games that we grew up playing, card games, and we can try to teach our kids those games. Interact with your kids. Talk about things that you probably was so busy to do and talk about, but now you honestly have the time. Because honestly, it's the time now to really get to know people, communicate all over again. Because I really believe a lot of that was lost. Read books, something. I have a pile of books because I still like to read books. I'm not necessarily into online reading. I read all the time, but I like to actually have a book. Pull out some of those books that you haven't had the opportunity, and carve out a period of time where you and your family, and that's the time where you're going to read. So everybody's reading all at the same time. Journal. And that's so important to me. Because around this time, we need to journal our feelings, because we may have some feelings inside that we don't really want to talk about because it's so overwhelming. Journal it. Talk about it. Give yourself a space where you can really actually talk about those things. Get rest. Wake up at a decent amount, sleep in for a little bit, but then get up and really start your day. You have to have a routine. You want to take a nap, but don't let the nap be like 3 hours. Take like an hour nap, get yourself back up. If you're not going to go outside and take a walk, you need to walk around your apartment or walk around your house. Take a couple of deep breaths in. You have to do that to keep yourself healthy. Drink some teas, drink lots of water, do all these things to help to rise above this fear and anxiety. One of my favorite verses, and I tell you, I learned this verse as a teenager, and I have said it, and it helps to keep me grounded. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and a sound mind. And that's 2 Timothy 1:7. He has not. And so amongst this time of fear and anxiety, he has not given us a spirit of fear, of power, and sound mind. Anything that happens, let's be grounded. Let's believe that we shall live. Let's believe that. Let's proclaim that. Let's be safe. Let's not be silly, yet let's use wisdom, but let's walk in safety. We don't have to allow fear to trap us. We don't have to allow fear to trap us mentally. We can rise above it. We will survive this. We can survive this. With patience, love, being smart, using wisdom, we can and we will get through this, just like we've gotten through other things before. I'm afraid. Rising above the fear. So that's my tidbit. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please like and share. I'm Teeblessed, and this is Tidbits with Teeblessed. Bye.